Hey there, my beloved family. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got an absolutely wild story to share with you, a dramatic rollercoaster titled The Mother 2003. This film is packed with unexpected twists, complex family dynamics, forbidden romance, and heart-wrenching moments that will leave you both shocked and deeply moved. So, grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's dive deep into this tale of love, betrayal, and self-discovery. And hey, if you enjoy these recaps, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a story. Our story opens an elderly couple on their way to visit their son, Bobby, in London. We watch as they eagerly await a taxi, and then a train that promises to reunite them with family. Their journey is filled with tender moments and quiet conversations that hint at the deep love they share. Once they finally arrive at Bobby's house, his wife Helen gives them a warm, albeit busy, welcome. We even catch a glimpse of Darren, a diligent handyman fixing up the house, an early indicator of the relationships that will later become so entangled. After Bobby and Helen rush off to work, Toots and May are left alone with Darren, whose friendly chatter soon fills the quiet house, but the calm is short-lived. The following day, Bobby decides to bring his parents along to his sister Paula's modest home, a place where warmth, laughter, and old memories mingle freely with the aroma of a home-cooked meal. Paula, a single mother with a gentle heart, lives in a small house with her young son Alex, and the family gathering is filled with joyful chatter and nostalgic stories. However, not all is well. After dinner, Toots retreats to his room, and then heads to the bathroom downstairs, where suddenly he clutches his chest in distress. Panic ensues as Bobby and everyone else rush to help, only to learn that Toots has suffered a fatal heart attack. This devastating loss leaves Bobby and the entire family reeling. In a bid to protect his grieving mother from further loneliness, Bobby decides to drive her back to his home, a decision that sparks a heated argument with his wife, Helen. She feels overwhelmed and frustrated by the constant intrusion of family drama into their lives. During the quarrel, May, the grieving widow, listens in from her room, silently absorbing every word, her heart heavy with both sorrow and confusion. Seeking solace, May escapes to a nearby park later that day. Surrounded by nature, she sits on a bench, lost in thought as she contemplates her future and the weight of her loneliness. So profound is her despair that when she tries to find her way back home, she becomes hopelessly lost. Desperate, she stops strangers on the street for directions, until she finally reunites with Paula, who, with a mix of concern and compassion, welcomes her back into the home once again. As days turn into weeks, life in the household slowly resumes its rhythm, but undercurrents of tension and unspoken desires begin to bubble to the surface. With Paula's invitation for May to stay, the old woman finds herself at the center of new and conflicting emotions. One fateful evening, while Paula is preparing to leave for an outing, May can't help but ask about Paula's boyfriend, Darren. Paula brushes off the question with jokes, never revealing too much about her own tangled feelings. Later that night, as May struggles to fall asleep in the quiet of the house, she hears voices downstairs. Curious and concerned, she ventures out and discovers Paula in a heated argument with Darren. Paula, caught in a moment of raw vulnerability, demands to know whether Darren truly loves her. In the heat of the moment, emotions explode. Paula even strikes Darren, only to immediately regret her actions and chase after him in a desperate attempt to reconcile. Witnessing this emotional turmoil, May steps in to comfort her daughter, their bond deepening as they share this intimate, if painful, moment of family crisis. The next day, while tensions remain high, Paula confides in May about her conflicted feelings. She reveals that Darren is not only married, but also a devoted father to a young son. Yet despite all odds, Paula finds herself unable to let go of her love for him. Torn between societal expectations and her own heart's desires, Paula pleads with May for guidance, asking her to help unravel the mystery of Darren's true feelings. Amidst these family dramas, life takes an unexpected romantic turn when May finds herself reconnecting with Darren during a routine visit to Bobby's house. One morning, determined to bridge the gap between her loneliness and a newfound spark, May prepares a warm, homemade breakfast and surprises Darren as he works in the quiet of the kitchen. Their conversation quickly evolves from light-hearted banter to discussions filled with nostalgia, as Darren recalls memories of Toots, while the two share stories of cricket matches and bygone days. It's in these tender moments that Darren, perhaps unknowingly, hints at a bond that could defy all expectations. That very evening, the atmosphere shifts once again. With a few drinks and a gentle stroll through the moonlit streets of London, the tension between May and Darren becomes almost palpable. In a moment of weakness and undeniable attraction, May leans in and kisses Darren. For a brief, heart-stopping instant, the world around them seems to disappear until the gravity of the situation crashes back in. Overwhelmed by guilt and the realization that Darren is her daughter's boyfriend, May quickly apologizes and retreats, leaving both parties shaken and conflicted. In the days that follow, the fallout from that impulsive kiss casts a long shadow over the household. Paula begins to notice subtle changes in her mother. May now carries herself with a new, vivacious energy, as though the forbidden kiss has unlocked hidden depths within her. At the same time, Paula, ever the supportive daughter, encourages May to join a writers' group, hoping that creative expression help her navigate the storm of emotions swirling within her. It's here, in the warm, accepting environment of the group, that May meets Bruce, an older gentleman with a passion for literature and art. Bruce is immediately taken by May's talent, inviting her to dinner and praising her work, though May politely declines out of exhaustion and inner turmoil. Back at home, as the days blur into weeks, the secret romance between May and Darren begins to deepen. Despite the overwhelming complications, they share stolen moments of whispered conversation here, a fleeting touch there, and even venture into a private encounter that leaves both of them reeling with a mix of ecstasy and sorrow. Yet, every stolen moment is shadowed by the knowledge that their actions could tear the family apart. Meanwhile, Bobby, ever sensitive to the undercurrents of betrayal, subtly confronts the situation without uttering a word. His disappointed silence and hurt glances speak volumes, leaving May caught in a web of guilt and longing. One day, in the midst of the turmoil, May finds herself wandering the streets of London alone, searching for solace and answers. With each step, she reflects on her choices, the price of forbidden love, and whether she can ever find true happiness. The camera lingers on her tear-streaked face as she navigates the labyrinth of her own emotions, a poignant moment that captures the heart of the film. In the aftermath of these tangled relationships, the family is forced to confront the harsh reality of their decisions. Paula, Bobby, and Helen each react differently as the truth slowly unravels. Tensions reach a boiling point during a family dinner, where suppressed emotions finally burst forth. Amid heated exchanges, Paula even hints that perhaps the only way to salvage the family's honor is for May to break off her illicit relationship with Darren. However, the emotional scars run deep, and no simple solution seems to exist. One particularly dramatic scene finds May on the verge of ending it all, overwhelmed by guilt, loneliness, and the crushing weight of her forbidden love. Just when it seems that darkness will prevail, Paula intervenes with a heartfelt plea, urging her mother to hold on to the hope that love, in all its messy forms, can still offer redemption. In a touching moment of sisterly love, Paula promises May that she will always be there for her, even if it means facing the consequences of their actions head-on. As the film nears its climax, we see May quietly packing her belongings and leaving the house in a moment of raw, unspoken sorrow. The final scenes are a montage of reflections, images of tearful goodbyes, empty hallways, and a solitary figure walking away into the night. Despite the heartache, There is a glimmer of hope in May's eyes, a silent promise that she will one day learn to forgive herself and perhaps find a path to true happiness. And that, my dear family, is the epic and heart-wrenching saga of The Mother, a story that challenges us to look beyond societal expectations, explore the complexities of forbidden love, and ultimately find hope in the midst of chaos. What do you think of May's journey? Was her pursuit of love a desperate act born of loneliness, or was it a brave leap towards self-discovery? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your insights and experiences. If you enjoyed this in-depth recap, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more captivating movie breakdowns, and share this video with anyone who loves a good, messy tale of love and redemption. Thanks for watching, and until next time, may peace and love be with you all.